Once again, Namaskara. So last time this was the homework I sent bit late. Uh, However, yeah, most of you have responded. Thank you for that. And many of you have done it in the right way, the right path. So, but this was mainly about, as you see here, the question was mainly about from the list of the words below, select a proper word and fill in its prathama, dvitiya, shashti vibhakti only in the correct lingam as appropriate in the blanks. The word may be used multiple times in vibhakti. So these are the words, and though some of you may be knowing and I've seen some of you have tried to use other vibhaktis like tritiya, saptami, etc. So those are not needed, not expected in this. So I'm not really interested to verify those things in this exercise. Mainly, I want you to this exercise is about practicing and getting more and more better. I mean, perfect. In using the mainly Prathama, Dvitiya, Shashti along with the lingam. Why I have written lingam? Because in the list here, for most of them, I have not indicated the lingam. Like Kaha is a pullingam, Bhavan is Bhavan is also pullingam. So other than that, there are Pashyati, I think it is twice, so you don't need twice. So these are the Kriyapadam which do not have lingam, right? But otherwise, these like Chudamani, Nidra, etc., they have been given here without any lingam, in the sense these words have been listed here just in their raw format. Raw means the Moola Padam, what we call Moola Padam or Pratipadikam, or the original word of the noun, root word of the noun, like that. These have been given. Now, I am hoping that you will be able to identify the correct lingam of that padam. For example, Ravana, etc. These are straightforward. We know that Ravana is Pullinga padam because it is a name. And similarly, Ramapatni is a Strilinga padam, right? And Putra is a son, which is Pullinga padam. Right? Samudra also we have studied. This is a Pullinga padam. Vayupatra, obviously Pullinga padam. So this Sita is name. That is a Strilinga padam. And Vatika is again, because it is ending in A here, based on what we have studied so far, this should be a Strilinga padam. And note that there are other words which end in A, but they could be Pullinga padam. But so far we are not started to use them, or we have not come across them in our study, at least. So we have to assume these simple forms of the word, like ending in means there is a Strilinga word, etc. Now, other than that, there are some words which might, looking at those Moola Padam or Pratipadikam, the lingam is not clear. So that is where you need to look up the dictionary, which already posted the dictionary, the video clip, how to look up, etc. You can look up, or how to look up. There is online dictionary is also there, spoken sanskrit.e or org. So there you can look up. Vriksha we also studied is a pullinga word, right? And Nidra obviously it is again a, ending in a, it should be strilinga word. Now comes like Pucha, for example, a Chudamani. What is this? This you can look up if you want to. Then Vishala, sorry, there are words like, for example, say Nagara. Nagara. So here if you look up the dictionary, it will show you it is a Napumsakalinga word, Nagaram. Like Bhavana, this is also Napumsakalinga word, Bhavanam. And Phala, we have studied already, it is a Napumsakalingam, Phalam, in the Prathama Vibhakti, etc. Now there are some words here like Madhura, Prasanna, Vishala. Now if you look up the dictionary, you should see them as adjective or Visheshanam. As we have seen before, adjectives or Visheshanam take the same lingam and vachanam and vibhakti. These three you have to remember: lingam, vachanam, vibhakti. So they should be in the same lingam, vibhakti and vachanam as that of the vishesha padam. Means vishesha padam is the one which is getting described by these visheshana padam. So now here the first one example is, let's say Marutihi, and here there is dash and here there is dash, and here there is dash, here there is dash. So that means here two words are expected. Actually three words here. There is one more dash here. Some of you have written just one word here. So I don't know. Maybe you thought that this is a single line, blank, fill in the blanks. But there is a small dash, small gap here. So these are three different fill in the blanks. So there should be three words written here. The first one here, dash Marutihi, dash Dasaha. So this is, most of you got this. So here first one is Vayuputraha Marutihi. Vayuputraha Marutihi. Vayuputraha, Vayuputra. What is the lingam of Vayuputra? It is a pullingam. And we are using it with Marutihi. Vayuputraha Maruti. Now Vayuputra and Maruti. So Vayuputra is a pullinga word and Maruti is also pullinga word. However, Vayuputra is coming here as an adjective to Maruti. Yeah. Maruti, who is Vayuputra? Means Vayuputra is describing Maruti. Now Maruti, now Vayuputra is pullinga, Maruti is pullinga, so linga is matching. Okay. Now we will have to, because it is Visheshanam, we have to make sure that the Vachanam and Vibhakti also match. Though it is both are pullinga, obviously they are pullinga. And Vayuputra, if you are describing like a daughter or a female, then it could have been Putri, but right now it is Putra. So with linga there is no problem. We don't have to worry much about this lingam of Vayuputra. But we will have to still consider the Vachanam and Vibhakti of Visheshanam, whether it matches the Vishesham. So here Vishesha Padam is Marutihi. Marutihi lingam is pullingam and Vachanam is Ekavachanam. And Vibhakti is Prathama Vibhakti, right? Maruti. Right? So what is the similar, like Maruti, what is the other similar word, pullinga word, which is Ikaranta? Soumya Bhagini. What is the other word you know? What is the other word you know which is similar to Maruti? Ikaranta.
Marutihi, Yuvatihi.
That is the strilinga word, pullinga word.
Bhaktihi.
Strilinga word.
Oh.
Hari.
Hari.
Harihi. Okay.
Harihi, Kavihi. These are ikaranta pullinga words.
Right.
Like that Marutihi. Now Maruti is a prathama ekavachanam, like Kavihi, Harihi we have studied before. Right? So Vayuputraha, also make sure that it is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam, though it is pullinga. So this remains Vayuputraha here, because prathama vibhakti ekavachanam, because it is akaranta, like Rama Shabda, akaranta pullinga. So akaranta pullinga Rama Shabda. Vayuputraha Marutihi Dasaha. Now all of you have written this correctly. Kasya Dasaha? Ramasya Dasaha. What is the vibhakti here? Ramasya
Shashti.
Shashti vibhakti. Right. Ramasya Dasaha. And I saw some written like this, like I don't know why you have written A here. Ramasya everywhere. There was A. So it should not be A there. Just Ramasya Dasaha. Then Marutihi.
Actually, it was me who was written most of the places. There. I was sort of getting confused when I was writing whether there should be it's only ya. So that's the reason.
Yeah. So so one thing is that for the if there is a confusion, you can always refer to the vibhakti table, which is for the some of them I have shown them on the slides, and also I have given you the download link of that book. Otherwise, if that is still a little bit difficult to find out, also this online on my site only here, there is a page. There is a page here called, this is a website name, bhashabodha.blogspot.com. If you go to the home site, on the top here you see 4 tabs. You go to grammar tab. On the grammar tab, you see the names here. The nouns. You see the nouns here. So you can click the name, the declension table or the vibhakti table in which you are interested. For example, if you click Hari, so it will take you to the Rama, and this is Hari. Hari, all the tables are there. So this is an online. There may be other sites also to showing this, but wherever you want, whatever is convenient to you, can refer to it. So this is like Guru also, Rama also. So if there is a Ramasya is confusion, you can go to and look up the table here, Ramasya ekavachanam. And there you see here like Hari and Pati and Sakhi, right? All are ikaranta. Ajanta means masculine. Ikaranta pullinga words only. Hari, Pati, Sakhi. So what is the difference? Why only Hari is not given here? Because these two have slightly different forms in some vibhaktis. So they need to be looked up separately. They don't exactly follow the same pattern as Hari. So if you go to Pati, you see here like there is some change here. Okay? There is some change. Patim, Patya, Patte, Patyo. Similarly, Sakhi also, if you see here, it doesn't start with like Hari. So if you see here Hari, Harayaha, Harim, Harin. So Sakhi. Note that this is a Hasva Ikaranta Pullinga Shabda. Sakhi. This is not Dirgha Sakhi. If you make that, it becomes a female friend. But Rasva Sakhi is Pullinga. This is Sakhi Shabda, and its forms are like this: Sakha in the Prathama Ekavachanam, Sakha, Sakhayav, Sakhayaha, and there is an alternate form also in Dvivachanam here. At least one form, if you know, that is good enough, like Sakha, Sakhayav, Sakhayaha, Sakhe. This is Sambodhanam. Sakhayam, Sakhayav, Sakhin. Like this, the forms are a little bit different. It doesn't start like Hari. So that's why the different that is listed separately here. Similarly, Akaranta, Strilinga Shabda is also here. Rama, Mati, Nadi, Lakshmi, etc. Because these Nadi, Lakshmi, Shri, Stri, they all Dirgha Ikarant only, but they have some different forms in some vibhaktis. So to know that, these are listed separately here. And then Apumsakalinga Shabdas are also here. And there is then there are nouns, Shabdas ending in the consonants, Vyanjanam, like Jalamuch, Vanij, etc. And these, the first is a listing of the words ending in Swara or vowels. This is ending in. So anytime you can go here and look up, take a quick look. And just for your information, if you scroll down, there is a list table which lists the Kriya Pada, verbs also, forms. For example, if you want to look at the Bhu, what is this? These all we can see later, but at least if you look at this Bhu or As, Bhu, you can see Bhavati, Bhavata, Bhavanti. Lat means Vartamana, present tense, Vartamana Kala, Bhuta Kala. So all the forms are there. Just in future also you can, when you are interested, you can look here.
Sir, can you tell me which is the site from which you are explaining?
This I have set up this as my blog site, bhashabodha.blogspot.com.
Bhashabodha.
Yeah. So I'll send it in the post class email announcement.
Oh,
Okay. So this one. So Vayaputraha Marutihi Ramasya Dasaha Marutihi. There are two fill in the blanks. First one, second one. Maruti dash dash tarati. No. Now we know tarati. Tarati means he crosses. Tarati. Marutihi kim tarati? Marutihi samudram tarati. That is clear. Samudra, all of you have written. Samudram tarati. Right. Marutihi samudram tarati. Now, for this one, what to write now? Most have it.
It should be Vishalam.
Vishalam. Now, why is it Vishalam? I have seen some of you are writing just Vishala. But we need, again, this is an adjective, Sheshanam, right? The adjective describing Samudram. What is the Lingam, Vachanam, Vibhakti of Samudram? Lingam is Pullingam. So Vishala also we need to keep it in Pullingam. So what is the Pullinga Rupa of Vishala? We should know. It is simple Akaranta, so it will remain Akaranta. If it is going to be Strilinga, then we have to think a little bit whether some of them will turn into A, some of them will turn into E. Okay? So that in that case we need to little bit think about it. But here, because it is a Pullingam, it is simple Akaranta, we can keep as a Lingam. Now, Vachanam and Vibhakti. Now, Vibhakti for this is Samudra is a Pullingam, so that is why it's coming in Ditiya Vibhakti. So this also we'll keep in Ditiya Vibhakti, Vishalam. Ekavachanam. And this also Ekavachanam. Vishalam Samudram Tarati. So that is what we have seen. We have to write. Now the next one. Partha Mohoday, I'm keeping you a little bit in a mute. Okay? So Marutihi dash prapnoti. There are 3 dashes here. Maruti dash prapnoti. Now some thinking is needed, I think, here. So Marutihi kim prapnoti?
Nagaram.
Nagaram prapnoti. Correct. Now what is the so we'll write Nagaram here. Nagaram. What is the lingam vachanam vibhakti of Nagaram here in this case, in this sentence? Marutihi Nagaram prapnoti.
Napumsakalinga.
Yeah, just Nagara is an Napumsakalinga, Akaranta Napumsakalinga word, like Phala. Like Phala, it is an Akaranta Napumsakalinga word. So in Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam also it is Nagaram. Prathama Vibhakti, sorry, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam also Nagaram, like Phalam. Phalam, Prathama, Dvitiya, same. So Nagaram. So in this case, what is the Vibhakti here? In this Vakyam, Marutihi
I feel it is Nagare.
Nagaram prapnoti. Prathama or Dvitiya?
Dvitiya.
Dvitiya, because it is Karma Padam. Kim prapnoti? Iti prashnah. Marutihi prapnoti iti vakye prashnah kaha? Prashnah kim prapnoti? Kim prapnoti? Nagaram prapnoti. So now we need to find out what are the other words here. Right? So what words I have written here, so some of you might be different in your case. I have written here Ravana Sundaram Nagaram Prapnoti, right? And then I also added Ravanasya Sundaram Nagaram Prapnoti. Now Ravanasya is, I think it is clear how it came here. Marutihi Ravanasya Nagaram Prapnoti. Now Kidrusham Nagaram Prapnoti. Nagaram Kidrusham asti. Kidrusham means what type? How? Kidrusham. Katham asti Nagaram. Now Sundara word we can use. Now Sundara is what? It is a Visheshanam. And it can change the Rupam or form based on the Lingam. So if it is a Pullingam, Sundaram remains Sundara only. Like Sundaraha Balakaha. Suppose you are describing a Balaka as Sundara. Sundaraha Balakaha. Or Sundaraha Granthaha. Suppose a Grantha. Grantha is a pulling out. Sundaraha Granthaha. Sundaraha Akashaha. You can describe. But if it is Trilingam, then it becomes Sundari, not Sundara. Sundari. Yeah, whatever it is. Sundari Mahila. Sundari Balika. Sundari Petika. Sundari Ratrihi. So like if it is Trilinga, Visheshya Padam. But in Napunsakalingam, then it remains Akaranta, but the Prathama Vibhakti will be like Sundaram, like Phalam. Yeah. Sundaram, Prathama Dvitiya Vibhakti will be same. So Marutihi Ravanasya Sundaram Nagaram Prapnoti. Because Nagaram is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana. No, it is Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Not Prathama. Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Napunsakalingam Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. That's why we are going to put this Sundara also in Napunsakalingam Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Sundaram.
I have written Vishala. Nagar.
Fine, that's fine. So if you are writing Vishala, write it Vishalam. Vishalam Nagaram Prapnoti.
Made Vishala.
Correct, that's fine. Ravanasya
Sir, I have written Nagare Prapnoti. Nagare.
Nagare nahi, Nagaram.
Is it not correct, sir? Nagare Prapnoti.
No.
Why, sir? It is Nagare means Saptami we can use there.
No. That is Dvitiya. Because Gacchati Prapnoti in Sanskritam, they take Karma Padam, where the destination is becomes a Karma Padam. gacchati, prapnoti, and there are other words also wherever like pravishati, pravesha, there is a pravesha, right? Wherever is doing the entry, pravesha, they take the ditya bhakti, destination. Nagaram prapnoti, nagaram gacchati. So, in Sanskritam, we don't want, again, don't think in English. In English it is in, or whatever, maybe. So, English it could be in, but here it is a ditya bhakti, nagaram. If you use nagare, that means something different. Means what? Inside he is already in the city, and in the city he has to get something. Then you have to add some other karma padam. Right? Maruti is already in the nagara. Marute nagare sitam prapnoti. That you can write. Or Marute nagare, Maruti nagare, Ravanasya nagare phalam prapnoti. Something you have to write.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then the next one is Marutihi. Marutihi, that was again, there were two fill in the blanks. Sitam dash dash Sitam Anvishyati. So I saw somebody writing Anveshati or something. So don't change. I mean, these are not Anveshati. Try to be accurate. I mean, I don't know whether it was an oversight or writing mistake or typing mistake.
That's my mistake, sir.
That's not. I mean, was it like a deliberate or because you are thinking Anveshana?
It is not deliberate, sir.
Yeah, just
what I felt is like this, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just saying, try to. I mean, if you are thinking that is something, because usually we talk about Anveshana, right? So Anveshana word is also there, but when you are using it Kriyapadam, here it is a Kriyapadam, present tense Kriyapadam. Vartamana kala ekavachana rupam asti, Anvishyati. Now this you can change. If you want to use Anveshana, then you can change this to Anveshanam karoti. If it is sentences like that, then you can use Anveshanam karoti. He will do the search. Anveshanam karoti. But searching becomes Anvishyati. Then next one, Marutihi pravishati. So here Vatikam pravishati. So here also note that Pravishati is Pratama Ekava, this one, not Vartamana Kala, and is entering. And here also this is also taking the Karma Padam, Ditya Bhakti, not in. Don't make it Saptami. Vatikam pravishati. Then Sundari, that just now we talked that it is Strilinga word. Then Sita Rukshasya Adhaha Upavishati. So this, most of you got it. This already seen. Where there is Adhaha, then under what it is there, that will take Shashti Bhakti. I think maybe I saw something different somewhere in your some answer sheet. Rukshasya Adhaha.
Rukshasya Vatika is not correct.
Sita Rukshasya Vatika Upashati? No. See, what was the sentence here? Like, so what was the question here? Adhaha was there, right? Adhaha is there. So we will have to make use of Adhaha. Adha means under. So Kasya Adhaha means under what? Question comes. Kasya Adhaha. Rukshasya Adhaha. Rukshasya Adhaha. That's it. I mean, there is no. I don't see how that Vatika can fit here. Vatika means garden, right? Park, like Upavanam. Upavanam or Udyanam is Vatika. Rukshasya Adhaha Kim Karoti Upavishati Sa. Sita Kim Karoti Upavishati. Then Marutihi dash Sitam dash. Marutihi, this also most of you got it correct. Marutihi kim karoti tam. Marutihi.
So this Adaha means it's beneath, under. Adaha means under.
Yes. Adaha means under. Yes. Under. These couple of, I think we have casually discussed this before. Like Adaha is under and Upari is upar. Right?
But I couldn't get that idea. Adaha means under.
Oh, sorry. I read Adham, not Adaha. Adaha. Adaha Upari. Adaha is under, Upari is upper. Upar. Above. So both, when these words are there, the other word under or the under which or under above what, that will take the Shashti Vibhakti. That will be in the Shashti Vibhakti. Vrukshasya adha utpithikayah upari, like that. Shashti Vibhakti.
Okay.
Then Marutihi Sitam Pashyati. Kidrushim Sitam Pashyati.
Guruji, I have a question here.
Yes.
The Marutihi, on top only, Marutihi, Sundar, why it becomes Sundarim? It can be Sundaram, Vatikam, Pravishyati also is possible, right? We are talking about Vatikam is Udyanavan. That's a Sundaram also should be alright?
No. We are talking about Vatika, right?
Yeah, that Vatika just before Vatika.
Yes. So Vatika is, what is the lingam?
Vatika is Strilinga.
Vatikam, Strilingam, Vibhakti. What is the Vibhakti? Vibhakti ka? What is the Vibhakti? Vatikam. Dvitiya Vibhakti. So now we are describing Vatika with Sundara Pada, right? Sundara. Right?
Yeah.
Now this has to be in the Strilinga because this is in Strilingam. So both Linga, Vachana, Vibhakti, all three should be same. Right? For the Visheshana. Sundara Pada in Strilinga becomes Sundari.
Okay.
And then Ditya becomes dot.
Sundari.
How to use Vruksha here? How to use Vruksha Vatika?
Vruksha Vatika is a compound word, right? Then you can use just Vruksha Vatika, not separately. Vruksha Vatikam, Sundarim Vruksha. It's a different word altogether. Vatika is different, Vruksha Vatika is different.
So here I cannot write Vrukshasya Vatika.
You can actually, you can. You can write Vrukshasya Vatikam. You are actually saying the Upavanam of Vruksha, right? That's what you want to say.
Yes.
There are a lot of trees in it, right? But you can say technically, that's fine. But usually when we say Vatika, in that Vatika there will be not only one Vruksha, one tree, there will be many trees. So then in that case we have to use Bahuvachanam, Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. So if you know that, you can use it. Maruti. Now the next one is Sitam Pashyati. Maruti Sitam Pashyati. Sita Katham Asti. Idrushi Sita. Sita Khinna. Now there the word over here, the word in the list given was, there is Khinna. Khinna is there. Khinna. Now we'll have to change this to match the Visheshanam. Right? We have to change the form of this word, to match the Visheshanam. Like we change the Sundara becomes Sundarim for Vatika. Like for Sita, what will this become? Sita, this will become Khinna, not Khinni. Khinna, this becomes Khinna, and Vibhakti Vachanam should be same as Sitam. Sitam is Ditya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Khinna becomes Khinnam.
It is Khinnam or Khinnam?
So again, like so, this is Visheshana words. We will have to change the form as per their lingam. So in case of Vatika, the Sundara becomes Sundari, correct? The Sundara, Sundara, if it is describing a Pullinga word, then it remains Sundara, like Sundaraha, Ramaha, Sundaram, Ramam. If it is describing a Strilinga word, it becomes Sundari, and Sundari forms will become like Nadi Shabdavat, like Sundari, Nadi, Sundari, Vatika, and Vibhakti also should change accordingly. If it is describing a Napumsakalinga word, then this Sundara remains Akaranta, but in Prathama Vibhakti it becomes Sundaram, like we have seen Phalam, right? In the Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Phalam is Phalam, and Ditya Vibhakti Ekavachanam also Phalam is Phalam. Like Sundaram becomes Sundaram, remains Sundaram. Sundaram Phalam, Sundaram Gruham, etc. You can use for Napumsakalinga words. Similarly, if it is a Khinna, if it is Khinna is, if it is describing a Pullinga word, then it remains Khinna. Yeah? Like Khinnaha Balakaha, Khinnaha Kapihi, etc. But it is describing a Strilinga word, then it just changes to Khinna, like Uma Shabda. Then all the forms will become like Uma. The Vibhakti forms will become Uma or Rama, etc. Like Khinna Sita, Khinnam Sitam, etc. Then what is the Shashti Vibhakti of Khinna? Akaranta Srilinga Shabda?
Khinnasya.
No.
No. Khinnaya.
Khinnayaha.
Yeah.
If it is Shashti. Then if it is describing, Khinna is describing a Napumsakalinga Shabda, then it becomes Khinnam. Khinnam. What is the Napumsakalinga Khinnam? Any word? Khinnam Gruham. Khinnam Jagat. Jagat is an Napumsakalinga word. Khinnam Jagat.
Sir, Khinnam it is sad, no?
Yeah, sad.
Okay.
Khinnam Sitam Pashyati, Rakshasi Nidram Karoti, that was simple. Then Marutihi Madhuram Geetam Gayati, that is also correct. Now note that Madhuram, you are putting Madhuram because Geetam here is Napumsakalinga Shabda. Geetam. Geetam is Napumsakalinga, like in the sense of song. Geetam. So if you are writing Madhura, it is fine, but keep in mind that then you have to keep the Madhura word also, Shabda also in the same Linga Vachana Vibhakti as Geetam. This is Napumsakalingam, that's why I use Madhuram. Otherwise, if this is a Pullinga word, then you should use Madhuraha. Then if it is Strilinga, you should use Madhura. Madhuram Geetam, Madhuram Khadyam. Madhuram Jalam, because they are all Napumsakalinga. Marutihi Madhuram Geetam Gayati, that is also fine, or Ramasya Geetam Gayati. Maruti Ramasya Geetam Gayati. And Sita Madhuram Geetam Shrunoti or Ramasya Geetam Shrunoti, somewhere written, that is fine. Sita Prasanna Bhavati. Like Khinna, this is also Visheshanam. Prasannaha.
Guruji, if we don't use Sandesham somewhere here, then we cannot use that word. In your word bank, you also have the word Sandesham. So, Sita Ramasya Sandesham Shrunoti, that would be okay, right?
Yes. Yeah. That is good. That is fine.
Okay.
Ramasya Sandesham Shrunoti, correct.
Okay.
Sita Prasanna Bhavati, that like Prasanna is also the Visheshanam word, so which will change its forms according to Lingam. So if it is describing Pullinga, it becomes Prasannaha, like Khinnaha. Strilinga Prasanna, Napumsakaling Prasannam. Sita Prasanna Bhavati. Marutihi Sitam Namati. You all got that correct. Sita Bhavan Kaha iti pruchhati. So everybody is right there. Marutihi Ramasya Anguliyakam Dadati. Any question for this sentence? Somewhere I saw something different here. Marutihi Ramasya Anguliyakam Dadati. Okay. Sita Chudamanim Dadati. So, Marutihi Anguliyakam Dadati. Sita Punah Kim Karoti Chudamanim Dadati. Then Marutihi Phalam Khadati. Marutihi Ravanasya Putram Mareti. So there everybody is, all the answers were correct there. Maruti.
Sir, one which is before, I want one more repetition, sir, that before Maruti, Ramasya, Angulya, before that sentence, I want a repetition once more, sir. Sita Kaha Bhavan.
Sita Bhavan Kaha iti pruchhati.
Okay, sir. I wrote Kaha Bhavan.
That is also correct. It doesn't matter. You put Kaha first or Kaha after Bhavan or before Bhavan, it is same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Sita Kaha Bhavan iti pruchhati.
Yeah. I written like that.
Sita Vayam Kaha is right or wrong? Sita Vayam Kaha.
Vayam. Where is Vayam here? Like in the list of the words there is no Vayam. What do you want to say, Miss? Vayam means why do you want to use Vayam?
You are.
Huh?
Who you are.
For you we are using Bhavan here, not Vayam. Vayam means we.
Okay.
Sita Bhavan Kaha iti pruchhati. Then Marutihi Ramasyangulikam Dadati. Sita Chudamanim Dadati. Marutihi Phalam Khadati. Marutihi Ravanasya Putram Marayati. Marutihi Ravanasya Bhavanam Gacchati. Marutihi Ramasya Sandesham Vadati. Ravanaha Marutihe Pucham Jvaleti. Some of you written Vayuputrasya, that is also correct. Vayuputrasya, which is like Shashti Bhakti of Vayuputra. But if you want to use Shashti Bhakti of Maruti, like which is like Hari or Kapi or Kavi, then you can use Marutehi. This is something just a different thing rather than a simple Ramasya Vayuputrasya. Ravanaha Marutehe Pucham Jvalayati. Then Marutihi Ravanasya Nagaram Dahati.
Marutisya Ucham is incorrect.
Yeah, Marutyasya no. Marutehe. If you go back to the Vibhakti table and look at what was there, I think it was there Hari Shabdasya Vibhakti table was there. So on the slides, again you can refer to any of the books which give you the Vibhakti table, or as you have shown, you can go to this page and also look up this Hari. If you go to Hari, it will show Harehe, right? This Harehe Shashti Vibhakti. So if it is Hari, then it is Harehe. Maruti, Marutehe.
If you use Vayuputrasya, Vayuputra here, Vayuputrasya you can say, right?
Vayuputrasya you can say, that is correct. Like simple Rama, like Ramasya. Rama is Ramasya, Vayuputra is Vayuputrasya. Ravanaha Marutehe Pucham Jwalayati. Marutihi Ravanasya Nagaram Dahati. Also some of you use Vishalam Nagaram, that is also correct, not incorrect, same thing. Marutihi Ramasya Samipam Agacchati. That's the last one.
So that one sentence, Maruti Kathayati. Kathayati means what is it, sir?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to write it, I forgot at the last moment. Kathayati means Vadati, means it tells, narrates, tells.
Oh, Vadati.
Vadati is just like say, it is like saying. But Kathayati is like...
So that sentence...
Kathayati is narrating.
That sentence should be... I omitted that sentence actually.
Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to write it, but I forgot at the end. Kathayati, I wanted to write the meaning. So that was so one. Yeah, just the main thing is keep in mind the Visheshanam and Visheshya Padam. Most of the places, like they follow this rule that the Lingam, Vachanam, Vibhakti, as per the Visheshya Padam, the Visheshana Padam also changes the its lingam, the form. Vachanam Vibhakti, obviously it should be the same. But lingam also, most of the times, it will follow. In some cases where the Visheshanam has to be in certain, must be in a certain lingam, then there it won't change. There are rare some cases there. But mostly like it is describing the gunadharma or a characteristic of a Visheshya Padam, then it will change the form. Like the beauty, sundaram, khinna, prasanna, all this, they are describing the characteristics.
There is confusion in knowing how to handle the Visheshana.
How to handle is most of the Visheshana.
Yeah, I get it. Same Vibhakti it should be.
Yeah.
But while writing, I was in confusion. What is how to do that?
Right. So yeah, it comes by practice only. So start with the simple words like this. Like simple words what we are using right now, they are all ending in the some swara. Like, and there are there are words which we are going to learn, or you might already come across, which are ending in Vyanjanam. So you can refer to the Vibhakti table of those words, and then you can accordingly change. But most of these Visheshana Padam, they will be simple. Like they will be like this, ending in one of the swaras only, vowels, like Sundara, Madhura, Prasanna, Khinna, all the akara. So if it is Pullinga or Napumsakalinga, they will remain as akara, like but only the linga will change. Then ekavachana becomes like phalam, like khinnam, sundaram, etc. Pullinga, in the sense, it becomes like Rama, table, Sundaraha, Ramaha, etc. Strilingam, there are two options. Some words change to a ending words, like Khinna, Prasanna. Some words change to Dirgha E, like Sundari. But with the usage and practice, reading and using, you should be fine. Most of them will change to A. Some change to E also. Okay, so we can go back to our slides. Before going there,
sir, can you help me once again? Can you help me to fill up that sentence? Maruti Kathayati. I'm in doubt.
Where is Kathayati?
Maruti, that is fourth one from last.
It's Marutihi Ramasya Sandesham Kathayati.
Actually, that's why I think I changed it to Vadati, because I wanted to not to confuse you with the Kathayati here. Anyway, they are not in sync. So, Marutihi, there is a word here. Marutihi Ramasya Sandesham Kathayati. You can use that.
Ramasya Sandesham.
Maruti Ramasya Sandesham Kathayati.
Okay.
All right. So now, these are all fine. You are trying great. All of you are doing great. I mean, I'm very happy with that. All of you are making efforts, which is great. And there these small, this mistakes, small or big, it doesn't matter. These mistakes are going to happen, and they should happen actually. Like, unless mistakes happen, or we won't know whether anybody is making efforts and going forward. So that is not a problem. However, so when I read your emails, some of you are using some words which are generally in use, right? Some of the words like we are trying to use, like grahapatha, namaskara, etc. Those I understand. Like some of you are writing like namaskaram, which is namaskara is a pullinga word, so write namaskara. So that is not a problem. So you will change it when you know it, namaskara, etc. And here also some of you are writing Sanjeevaha Mahodaya, which is good. I mean, which is not technically grammatically right there, because you are addressing somebody. So there is a slightly different form. So that is also not a problem. So at least you are trying, you are writing it, which is great. But some of the things I wanted to highlight, like what I see sometimes is Hari Om. This is some words. This is out of this what exercises you are doing, right? When doing exercises, all these mistakes can happen, which is great, and we can discuss, talk, go back and forth and resolve those and understand. However, but these common usages which are in circulation, I just wanted to clarify. There are some usages which are incorrect, and these are widely in usage. And when we come to know about those things which and understand that they are not correct, then they should be correctly used. I myself am very particular about the usages in Sanskrit language. We don't want to force, we should not force the usage from other languages into Sanskrit. So what I'm trying to say is, so we are not learning Sanskrit words. That is not, at least my goal is, objective of learning as well as teaching, is not just learning some Sanskrit words and then use those Sanskrit words to construct the sentences using our own language, be it English or be it whatever, Marathi, Hindi, whatever, Tamil, Telugu, anything. But we have to use the Sanskrit in the way the Sanskrit is supposed to be used and was supposed to be used. And it is a great, I take great pride, and it's a great heritage we have, and we should not lose it, and we should not destroy it. That's why I'm very particular about it. So we need to get into the language, into the depth of the language, not just the shallow, like you look at some words, okay, this is, Dadatim is this, Marutim is this, Sitam is this, Angulikam is this. Okay, so you know a few words, start writing, start talking. Yeah, we should start, but we should also know how to do it in the Sanskrit way, in the Sanskrit language way. Unfortunately, and what pains me is these usages are very contorted nowadays. They are being twisted, and the foundation or the structure of the language is being destroyed. I'm very clear about it, and it pains me a lot. So one example is this Hari Om. This Hari Om is a wrong usage. The correct usage is Harihi Om. Don't skip that Visarga after Harihi. So this Hari Om has become so common. Maybe in other language, if you are speaking, that is fine as a greetings. But when you are speaking in Sanskritam or writing in Sanskritam, make sure that it is Harihi Om. Harihi Om. And if the word that is usage, the phrase that is being used at Hari Om, it is grossly incorrect. There is no word called Hari Om. So what is Harihi Om? What does it mean? Not only Hari Om, there are many other usages like that, many usages which are incorrectly being circulated. And incorrectly, some of the words are being added, foreign words are being added, which is polluting the language. Like
Hari Om means Om Hari.
Like there are lots of other usages which I can pinpoint. It doesn't make any sense today.
But Namaskara is correct, sir.
Namaskara is correct. So those are things like we are still learning those things. I'm not saying because you are all making, no, that is not the intention of just what I'm saying. In general, I'm saying lot of people, lot of places here is Hari Om, which is incorrect. Harihi Om. So I'm just trying to say that we should not inherit that usage and start using Hari Om, because everybody is using Hari Om. So why it should be correct. That's what the feeling comes. And when like hundreds of people are talking like that, it becomes like we found like we if you say Hari Om, or say the other person that is not correct, you should say Hari Om, then we one might feel like in the minority, or that one who is saying Hari Om is, that itself looks like incorrect. So one should be bold enough to counter this and stop this incorrect usages.
So we should say Hari Om Tat Sat.
Yeah, Hari Om Tat Sat. This is a very profound meaning. This is not just a simple like bhasha meaning. It is a philosophical, it is a metaphysical, it is a Hari Om. If you make it Hari Om, it is totally destroying the meaning and the basic thing about it. That is a different thing. But otherwise also, as far as the language is concerned, there is no Hari Om.
And it is not Namaskaram, it is Namaskar. I'm continuously writing Namaskaram.
Yeah, that is different. I'm not saying that because because you don't know the lingam you are writing. That is simple. That is thing. But this Hari Om has becoming so universal. Right? In many books also it becomes Hari Om. Many websites also say Hari Om. Many people talking Hari Om. Many people when they meet each other become Hari Om. There is no Hari Om. Hari Om.
So I am writing Preshayami. Correct, no?
Yeah, that is correct. Preshayami is correct. Now, then there are other foreign words, English words sneaking into this Sanskrit language, like Karyanam, this Relayanam. Why? There is no reason for that. So this is like forcibly introducing these words. And if this word appears in a book and in teaching, that doesn't mean it is the right word. So is it Sanskrit language? It's so poor, and it's so unfortunately we are using that. We are now used to this using such English words in all our languages, like in all our mother tongues. It's full of all English. It's all Englishized now, right? So for everything we use English words, but the same thing is happening. Should not happen with Sanskrit. That is my at least request, and see what we can do about it. Keep that standard high. And
Suresh here. I see an influence of a lot of Hindi and English on Samskrita Bhasha, because even the simple words, you said Hari Om. Similarly, Ramaha is become very ancient. It become Ram. So a lot of other things, like I think I'm sorry to this thing, but even our names we got used to writing it as ending. Whereas I understood from both Telugu and I speak Telugu, so Telugu and Sanskritam, all the names end with vowels, but we have done away with the vowels, ending with sounds.
Yeah, that is in those languages, in the Sanskrit and in Telugu, and even in my language, that is Kannada also, it has become the same thing. So Ram has become Ram, Suresh has become Suresh.
Yeah.
In those languages, that I don't care. I mean, that's whatever they do. That is also incorrect from my point of view. But that is not the point right now. I'm talking about Sanskritam also. If we bring that into Sanskritam, we should not. I mean, Sanskritam, obviously we are not writing it like that, right? When we writing Suresha, we are writing Suresha at the end, and it should be pronounced like that. If the pronunciation they are changing, then that is a problem in Sanskritam, while talking Sanskritam. While speaking Telugu, that is fine. You pronounce whatever you want, however you want. But in Sanskritam, we are writing at the end, not the Venjanam Suresh. So it should be pronounced like Suresha. That
No, what I'm saying is that I think the influence has come in multiple ways from Hindi and English, because even in Telugu, Kannada, whatever little I know, actually all the names end with the vowels.
Correct. They used to. I know. When I was studying, I was in the school. They were all ending in this vowels. Now it has all changed to Vyanjanams. That's right. Because of this, mainly English probably, and Hindi also. I don't know.
Sir, the meaning of the word Harihi Om. Hello?
Yeah.
Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Generally, when we are chanting Veda, first verse we start with Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. You will say that. Harihi Om means Hari is in the form of Omkara. Is it correct?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, there are multiple.
I want to know.
Yeah, that's the multiple meanings, but yes, that is absolutely right. Hari is Om.
So,
Hari is Mangala Karaka.
Hari in the form of Omkara is coming in the form from the mouth of Guru. Such Guru we are telling Guru Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Harihi means Hari is a Prathama Vyakti Ekavachanam. So Hari is Omkara. Hari is, what is Omkara? Omkara is simple. There are thousands of meanings, but we don't want to get into that Om and all that. But the simple thing, Hari is Omkara, and Hari is the Omkara Swarupa. Hari is Gunapur Paripurna. Omkara represents Gunapurna, Paripurna Guna, perfect. And then Om also represents.
Omkara is Pranavam.
Yeah, Pranavaha. Yeah. Then Om is also the Veda Sara Sangraha, all the Sangraha of all the Vedas. So Hari is the Sara Sangraha of Veda. All the Vedas they talk about Hari. So the main thing is Harihi Om. So while writing, saying, one should say Harihi Om only. So while using this Sanskrit language, we should be Shastranistha and Vyakarananistha. Not like everything is okay. Small thing, if it changes, what is the big deal about it? What if you Hari Om? Okay, it is convenient to say Hari Om instead of Harihi Om. It's convenient, right? The Hari Om, convenient. So why not to say that? Everybody is saying like that. Chalta hai. So this kind of mentality, I'm very passionate about. This is unforgivable.
This should be condemned.
Yeah.
I think you pointed the right word, which is Chalta hai attitude is something that has become part of our culture. That is actually causing a lot more damage. I think that is probably the biggest roadblock into, or rather mind block into getting to learn Sanskrit, because we see that there are a lot of rules and we don't want those rules.
Yeah, we don't want rules, okay, we just want to talk about it, and however we want. And because more people, they start talking in the wrong way, then that becomes the right thing. So like that.
So you advocate for perfection.
Yeah, not perfection, but I don't know about US, but in India now, the so-called young generation calling everybody bro has become common, and they actually somebody got offended when I told them I don't want to be called bro.
Yeah.
So somebody has to bell the cat. There's nothing wrong in telling. Somebody has to bell the cat. Otherwise, it will go on like that.
How we are headed.
You have to bell the cat. There's nothing wrong.
All right.
Sir, before we go into the next, can I say Samudrasya Samipe Agasti Agachadi?
That is also okay.
Samipe.
Yes.
Okay.
Guruji, before we start with this, I just wanted to ask, are we going to go over quickly the Yada Yadahi? I had a couple of things I wasn't clear with.
Where is Yada Yadahi?
You sent something in the group, right?
Oh, okay, that one. Oh.
Yada Yada hi dharmasya glanir
That's
bhavati
Shlokam?
bharata.
Shlokaha.
Shlokaha, sorry. I thought it's Shlokam. Okay.
No,
Actual
sorry.
word is
We are
Shlokaha.
all learning. So I don't mind this if you say Shlokam, Shloka. We are learning. So once you know, we are learning every day. But I was talking about a community level wrong usage.
No, but please correct whenever we go wrong because we don't know.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Even when I send the homework, if I make like Griha Patham, please, I'm glad you told it was Griha Patha. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Shlokaha.
Shlokaha. Yeah, you had said the Abhyuthanam is Prathama Vibhakti. I thought it was Dvitiya. Why is it Prathama?
Let me see if I can find that shloka and bring it in front of you.
If it will take too long, we can do it another time. That's fine.
Oh, shit. Anyway, so what is the question? Yada Yadahi Dharmasya.
Yes, the Abhyuthanam, the Vibhakti. I had written as Dvitiya and you corrected it and said it is Prathama. I wanted to know why it is Prathama.
Yada Yadahi Dharmasya, that part is clear, right? Yada Yadahi Dharmasya,
yes.
Glanihi Bhavati Bharata. Glani is Prathama Vibhakti.
Yes.
So Yada Glani Bhavati, Tada, Yada Glani Bhavati, Yada Yadahi Dharmasya, Glanir Bhavati Bharata, Abhyuthanam Adharmasya. Adharmasya Abhyuthanam Bhavati. Iti artha.
Okay.
Adharmasya Abhyuthanam Bhavati.
Abhyuthanam Bhavati. Okay.
Adharmasya Abhyuthanam Bhavati. Abhyuthanam Bhavati. So that should be Prathama, right? Bhavati is Akarmaka.
Correct. Got it. Adharmasya Abhyuthanam Bhavati. So then it will become Prathama. Okay.
Abhyuthanam asya artha.
Rising up.
Means Unnatihi. Right? Unnatihi Bhavati.
Yes, Unnatihi. Okay, we can say it like that. Okay.
Adharmasya Unnatihi Bhavati. Tada Atmanam Aham Srujami.
So then that Atmanam will be Dvitiya, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's skip this. Or we can do. This one I just wanted to cover one more Vibhakti here. Anyway, this one. Can somebody read this? Who wants to read? Jagrati Bhagini. Siddhar. Okay, Gita Bhagini.
Ramah, Ramo, Ramaha. Rama, Ramo, Ramaha. Ramam, Ramo, Raman. Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah. Ramad, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah. Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam. Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu.
So, yeah, I mean, this is a good way to learn is that whenever you get time, just read this, such tables, not only this table, like Rama, Vibhakti table of Rama, Vibhakti table of Hari, Vibhakti table of Rama, or any other table, whenever you find time, just read it loud so that it will stay in your memory. So in this we have seen Prathama Vibhakti Rama, and Ditya Vibhakti Ramam, Shashti Vibhakti Ramasya officially was seen. The other, last week we also quickly went through what they mean, but we have not used them in sentences yet. Okay? Now, the other ones which is simple is Saptami Vibhakti, like Rame, inside or in something, in or at, on something, we can use Rame. Again, they note that in, on, at, what is shown here, this is just like a very general idea. Like, so again, we should not be translating the sentence from other language to this and using it. Okay? General idea, and also the Saptami Vibhakti and any other Vibhakti is also used in other ways also, other meanings also, not only these meanings only. So when we see Saptami Vibhakti in some cases, some sentences, it doesn't always mean in or on or at. Okay? So that we should keep in mind. But this is a general idea. So now one Subhashitam here. Okay. Who wants to read this? Sudhir Mahoday. We can't hear you again, like last week. Okay, Ramaprasad Mahoday.
Yeah, Guruji. उत्सवे व्यसने चैव दुर्भिक्षे राष्ट्रविप्लवे राजद्वारे शमशाने च युष्तिष्ठति सबान्धवः.
So the same thing, which is slightly there are some sandhis here, couple of sandhis which are now split here. Can you please read this word by word?
उत्सवे व्यसने च एव दुर्भिक्षे राष्ट्रविप्लवे राजद्वारे शमशाने च यः तिष्ठति स बान्धवान्.
Read this. Yeah. What is this word?
Shamashane.
There is no sh here, right? This is a half sh.
Okay.
Smashane.
Smashane. Okay. Smashane. Yeah. Okay.
So here, this is a Subhashitam in which there are a lot of words in Saptami Vibhakti, like we saw this Rame, right? Here we have Rame. Like this, there are many words which are in Saptami Vibhakti here. Utsave, Vyasane, Durbhikshe, Rashtraviplave, Rajadware, Shmashane. So all there are Saptami Vibhakti, like Rame. So what is the meaning of this? Utsave, Utsavaha is pulling a word. Utsave means what? What is Utsava?
In celebrations.
Celebrate Samarambhaha, Utsavaha, Samarambha iti bhavati Utsavaha. Santosha karyamiti. Utsava means Santosha karyam bhavati. Karyam is Napunsakalinga. We are using the Karyam means the word. So Utsave, in the celebration, Vyasane, Vyasanam is Napunsakalingam, Vyasanam, Vyasane, what is Vyasana?
Sad.
Yeah.
Addiction.
Dukkha. Generally you can say it as Dukkha. So in Dukkha Samaye, Santosha Utsava is Santosha Samaye, Anantaram Dukkha Samaye, Vyasane, Dukkha Kale. So note that Utsavaha, if you go back to the root word, Utsava is Akaranta Pullinga like Rama. So its Saptami Bhakti as shown here is Rame, correct? Rame. Similarly, akaranta napunsakalingam shabda like phala, its saptami form also is the same, rame, like phale only. Akaranta pullinga, akaranta napunsakalinga shabda, both are vibhakti table are same from tritiya to saptami, all are same. Only in prathama and tritiya and sambodhanam they change little bit, not much, but like phala we have seen that, right? If you look at the table, Ramaha, it can go, can be here also, like this is Ramaha, Rama is there, but if you look at phala here, so here phalam phale phalani, sambodhanam phala phale phalani. So otherwise this tritiya to saptami they all remain same like Rama. So saptami and shashti, you see shashti we have seen that, like phalasya ramasya, saptami also phale, and if it is pullinga it is rame. So similarly in the subhashitam here, utsava is pullinga word, vyasana is napunsakalinga word. So utsave vyasane, saptami is same. So utsave means santosha kale, vyasane dukha kale, durbhikshe, durbhiksha is pullinga word, durbhikshe, durbhiksha means यदा कष्टकालः भवति, यदा कष्टकाले आहारस्य अभावः, आहारः न लभ्यते, I mean
drought, it is durbhiksha means drought.
Drought. Ahara, food is not properly obtained. Durbhiksha. Kashtakale, durbhikshe, rashtra viplave. Rashtra viplavaha is pullinga. Rashtra viplave, saptami vibhakti. Rashtra viplava is viplava is actually yuddha kala or anything sankata kala, means the country is in trouble. Country is in trouble. Rashtra viplava. Rashtra viplave. Then Rajadware. Calamity. Rashtra viplave. Rajadware. Rajadwara. What is the lingam of dwara?
Napunsakalingam.
Correct.
Napunsakalingam.
Correct. Yes. Dwaram. So Rajadware is saptami again. What is Rajadware? Means if there is any Raja Karyam.
Main.
What is it?
Rajadware means main door.
Main door means Raja. When we are going to Raja.
Gateway.
Gateway means here actually Rajadware. One meaning given here is when we are going to a king or a administrator or administrative work. So there anything could happen that Raja might punish us, might be happy. We don't. So some friend should be with us, right? Rajadware. Then Smashane. Smashane. Smashana Pradeshe. Smashanam. Smashana means Kathachit somebody has died, and then when we are in grief.
Cremation.
Cremation, when we are in grief in the Smashana. Yaha tisthati. Yaha means one who. Kaha is a question who, right? Kaha we have studied. Kaha means who. Kaha balakaha means who is that boy. But yaha is one who, or yaha tisthati, one who stands beside you. One yaha tisthati saha. Here is saha. Here also there is a sandhi. Saha bandhavaha. Saha we already know. He, one who stands with us is the real bandhava. Bandhava means
real friend,
relative or friend, or close, the close enough. Mitram. Sakha. Mitram. Utsave vasane. So like this is a subhashitam. So main thing, one is subhashitam, other is some words new, and one vibhakti is new here. And prathama vibhakti ekavachanam of akaranta pullinga word like Rama, Utsava, all these, and akaranta napunsaka pullinga words like Vasana, Rajadwara, all these words become the same, take the same form in Saptami. Utsave, Vasane, Durbhikshe, Ashtraviplave. So now you can freely use Saptami Vibhakti also in your sentences.
So the first two lines are especially sabadava. What is that?
Which one? Here?
Yeah, first two lines.
These?
Yeah, no, second line. Especially sabandava.
That is what is shown here.
What is the meaning of that?
Same thing. See, yaha plus tishtati together it has become yas tishtati.
Oh, it's a combination.
Sandhi. Joining, sandhi.
Joy sandhi. And what is the meaning of chaiva?
Chaiva is again sandhi. It is shown two different words are there in that. Cha and eva. Cha means and. Cha is like and, using and. Eva means definitely. Certainly. Utsave Vasane Durbhikshe Rashtraviplave Rajadware Smashane Cha means all this and. In Utsava Samarambha, in Dukkha Kala, in Durbhiksha, in and. One Yaha Tishtati Saha Eva Bandhava. Eva you can put it here. Okay? Yaha Tishtati Saha Eva Bandhava. One who stands close by to you is the real, is certainly, is only or certainly, is your bandhava, mitram.
Bandhava is a bandhu.
Yeah, bandhu. Bandhu is sahodara.
Is bandhu or bandhu?
Bandhu, like guruhu. Like guruhu, bandhuhu. Like guru we have, right? Bandhuhu. Ukaranta pullinga. Okay. A few minutes left. So the eshaha. So here we are getting into dvivachanam and bahuvachanam of the words. Now this is again simple if you look at the vibhakti table here. So for example in prathama vibhakti ekavachana is ramaha, dvivachana form is ramau and ramaha is bahuvachanam. So akaranta pullinga words, they follow the same pattern. Ramaha, ramau, ramaha. So what are the examples here? So here example is ashvaha. If there is one horse, ekaha ashvaha asti, tada kim bhavati shabdaha padam ashvaha iti padasya rupam. There are two horses here. Two horses. If there are two horses, then what will be the rupam of the ashva padam? Ashvau, like Ramau, ashvau. Then ashvaha. So similarly, esha also changes. Esha and saha also changes the form in the dvivachana and bahuvachanam. In ekavachana we know that eshaha ashvaha, eshaha balakaha, eshaha samudraha, eshaha parvata. We know that. In dvivachanam it becomes etau, etau ashvau, etau parvatau, etau samudrau. There are two samudras. Similarly, bahuvachanam it becomes ete, ete ashvaha, ete balakaha, ete parvataha, etc. This is only pullinga, akaranta pullinga, ashvaha, ashva, ashvaha. And eshaha we know that it is a pullinga word. And in dvivachanam it becomes etau, and bahuvachanam ete. In Strilinga and Apuslinga they have different forms. So that we can study later in the next slides. But looking at the pullinga words here, so what are the forms here? Eshaha ashvaha, etau ashva, ete ashvaha. Similarly, we have the forms changing for kaha also. If it is single, then the question word will be kaha. Kaha balakaha, kaha parvataha, like that. If there are two, then we use kau. Kau balakau, kau ashvau. Then the answer would be etau ashvau. Ke ashvaha, ete ashvaha. Or the question could be, the question was like when we studied initially the first few slides, what are the question there? Eshaha kaha was the question, right? Who is this? For that the question was prashnaha eshaha kaha iti. Uttaram kim? Eshaha ashvaha. Right? That was the answer. Eshaha ashvaha. Similarly, question was kaha, eshaha kaha. Similarly, if there are two objects, the question would be etau kau. Right? Which are these two? Etau kau. What are these two? Then the answer would be etau ashvau. Similarly, question would be ete ke, if there are more than two. Ete ke, answer would be ete ashvaha. So these are the combinations we can use, and some examples are shown here. Yeah, somebody can read this. Yeah, Kapta Mohoday. Start with this one.
First is Yesha Aswa.
First ask.
Etau Aswa. Next is Ede Aswaha.
So if it is Sainikaha?
Saha Sainika.
First let us complete this vertically. Eshaha Gramaha.
Yesha Gramaha. Etau Gramau. Ede Gramwa. Gramwaha.
Why wa there? Just Gramaha.
Ede Gramaha.
Grame. Grame. Grama.
Kim Gita Bhagini? What are you saying?
Ete grame bol diya maine. I told, but it is wrong.
Ete gramaha.
Gramaha.
Eshaha gramaha. Etau gramau. Ete gramaha. Okay.
Next is Esha Sapaha.
Sarpaha.
Sarpaha, sorry. Sarpaha. Etau Sarpau. Ete Sarpa.
Sarpaha.
Sarpaha. Esha Suraha. Edo Surau. Ede Suraha. एषः कौरवः एतौ कौरवौ एते कौरवाः
लास्ट वन
एष पाण्डवः एतौ पाण्डवौ एते पाण्डवाः
धन्यवादः नेक्स्ट वन Sandhya Bhagini now here there is a saha like eshah changes to etau ete right eshah is ekavachanam pullinga etau ete now saha becomes saha tau te you have to just drop the a part saha tau and te
ada ista ya kadina ave vaatu nudustunde techapudu
Devagnasti
yeah saha sainikah tau sainikau te sainikah
te sainikah
saha rathah तौ रथौ ते रथाः सः यज्ञः तौ यज्ञौ ते यज्ञाः सः योद्धः तौ योद्धौ ते योद्धाः
one second hold on say this again saha
योद्धः or योद्धा I don't know
no this is just dha right? This is not there is no double dha okay say that again
yodah
yodha
oh yodah what does it mean yodah
same yodha sainika
oh sah yodah tau yodhau te yodhe tau yodhaah ते योद्धाः ते योद्धाः सः वीरः तौ वीरौ ते वीराः सः महारथः तौ महारथौ ते महारथाः
so what about the question if you want to use kaha eshah kaha right or sah kaha if it is dvivachanam then kau tau or etau kau etau or kau tau and ke ete or ke te so that is the combination you can use like who is that kaha eshah who is this kaha eshah who is that kaha saha who are these two kau etau and who are those two kau tau and who is these two who are these two sorry who are these many more than two if there are more than two objects ke ete and similarly who are they ke te they means English they right So any questions so far? So otherwise here similar this akaranta pullinga is like ashvaha ashva ashvaha ramaha rama rama. These are the examples. Now similarly I have this table here shows the different ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana forms for different other words ending in swara like Rama akaranta pullinga, Rama akaranta strilinga, Vana akaranta napumsakalinga like phala, Guru ukaranta pullinga, हरि इकारांत पुल्लिंग, नदी ईकारांत स्त्रीलिंग, मति इकारांत स्त्रीलिंग, धेनु उकारांत स्त्रीलिंग, and then pitru rukaranta pullinga, matru rukaranta strilinga word. So this gives the prathama vibhakti, prathama shown here. This is the moola padam in the vertical here in the first column. Then the prathama vibhakti ekavachana form is this, prathama vibhakti dvivachana form is this, prathama bahuvachana is this. This is just shown here. These are all available in the vibhakti table. This is shown here for the convenience, so that looking at this you can start forming the sentences. Right? Sentences how? So if there are two forests, so you can say vane. If there are many, more than two, vanani. Now how to use the numbers, we'll look at that later, to add the numbers. And in the next class we'll also look at adding the kriya padam in this different vachanam, dvivachanam and bahuvachanam also, because ekavachanam we have already seen in present tense, like Ramaha asti, Rama pathati, Guruhu gacchati, Harihi kim karoti, Hari khadati, Nadi vahati. Like this we have already seen the ekavachana form of this, present tense form of this kriya padam. Dvivachana, bahuvachana also we can start looking at them in the next class. Any questions so far?
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद. शुभरात्रि.
धन्यवाद. शुभरात्रि. शुभरात्रि. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
महोदय एषः सः डिफरेंस बिटवीन एषः and सः.
एषः and सः.
I confuse both of them.
Esha is here, saha here. There, here and there.
Esha is a pullinga word. Both are pullinga words, and esha is used if the thing or if the object is close by, near. Saha is used if it is away.
Okay.
Right? This is like using this and this. Esha means this and saha means that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
This
Thank
is
you,
nearby and
Mahoday.
this is away.
Okay. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः. नमस्कारः.
शुभरात्रिः.
शुभरात्रि गुरुजी. नमस्कार.
शुभाशयाः.
शुभाशयाः. नमस्कारः.